I can't look back, it's too late now. My days are hours and I don't know how, but I believe the great is still yet to come. I won't stop fighting, man, until I'm done.
Folks, welcome to the 107th and 2/3 version of this podcast.
This is true.
It is true. So we're having microphone issues, guys, so we're going to go right off the phone today. So if the audio quality isn't as good as it should be, I'm sorry. Okay.
This is our third attempt.
Our third attempt in 2 weeks to do this. So we are now in new and uncharted territory. But anyway, I'm your host, Bob Cardia. This is The Breakfast Ball. To my right, to your left, the lovely Christina Nuno, who is the Director of Partnerships at Camino Farms.
Correct?
And
Yes.
what was the town again?
It's technically Valley, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Like near the Boyertown, Kutztown area.
Okay. And you said it's almost how many acres?
200.
Wow.
200 acres. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
beautiful thing. Well,
Yeah.
so she's also an aspiring golf student. So that's how we first met. And oh, by the way, if you like what we're doing, please smash the subscribe button. If you say I love the breakfast ball in the comment section, because I know Christina's peeps are all gonna fight for that gift card. And Mom, Mike, and Bomb, you get a card. Noah's got to give it to you when he sees you. But anyway, okay. With all that said, so what does a director of partnerships at Camino Farms do?
Sure. So we are a retreat, camp, and hospitality center with a specific mission to administer to individuals who are marginalized or underserved, as well as individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we are opening, I was telling you, May 1st. So a couple weeks.
Right around the corner.
It is. I know. Yeah, it's coming together.
Well, this
though.
show's not coming out for 2 more days, so it'll be even closer by that
It will
point.
be. I know.
Yeah.
It will be even closer. But my job is to basically make sure everybody has exactly what they need for their arrival at Camino. So whether that's phone calls with parents or sending group leaders information, helping with registration.
Are you going to be up there the whole time?
For the summer.
Okay.
I'll be up there a lot of the time.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you would try to come back. I'm just thinking, your golfing career.
Well, I have 200 acres, so
Okay, all right.
there's potential there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so you were the person to make sure everything runs smoothly.
Correct. And then really prior to people arriving.
Okay.
Yes.
So
So
is it an overnight camp too?
it is. It is.
Okay.
So we have the capacity to sleep 96.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. And I guess they're all new buildings.
They're all brand new buildings.
Wow.
Brand new buildings.
Okay. Is there a swimming pool also?
There is. There's a swimming pool, a splash pad. Everything's fully accessible.
Wow.
And that was really important to the founders and to our mission, as well as making sure everybody could come. So swimming pool, splash pad, animal therapy barn, different sports fields,
Wow.
pickleball courts, basketball courts.
This sounds wonderful. Actually, I'm
it's-
glad that we're doing this the third time. I'm learning more
I
and
know,
more as I
we're
go.
ready.
Yeah.
There's a multi-purpose room. We call it the traditional Catholic school cafegematorium.
Mhm.
One stop shop.
Yeah.
What else is there? I mean, arts and crafts barn. Really, the sky's the limit. With that
Nice.
many acres, we can,
And Christina also promised they're going to be building a driving range there for golf. Okay.
There
I'm
is a
off.
golf course next door.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. So yes. Well, okay. So we talked about maybe having some of my Rutgers guys. maybe
Yeah,
come
that
with
would be
something.
great.
Yeah. And there'd be from what we said in the last podcast.
The second take.
Yes.
Yeah.
That they would be basically like ambassadors of goodwill, right? They'd be like-
Essentially,
yeah.
yeah. So we have a couple weeks this summer specifically for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and one of those camps is a sports camp.
Mhm.
So we're using the one-to-one buddy model that we're calling Camino Companions.
Mhm.
And it's a model that has been used by plenty of other camps, tried and true model. And our goal is just to really pair everybody up and make sure that they feel loved, seen, supported, heard, accepted, all of
Yeah.
that. So,
I should go.
but I mean, one of the things I really communicate is that we expect this to be a transformative summer for both the campers and the Camino Companions. So
Mhm.
learning from each other and really having fun together. So
How big is the staff? Because you have capacity for 96, and you must have a lot of staff.
we have about 10 full-time staff members.
Okay.
We hire, or actually, that was one of my projects, was hiring 8 international counselors that are going to be with us for this
Wow.
whole summer. Yes. So they're-
International where from?
Sure. So we have 1 from Colombia, 2 from Mexico, Ghana, Spain, the UK, Australia,
Wow.
China. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I really tried to bring an eclectic group together.
Someone's
that-
going to keep failing on this podcast, so I keep learning more.
learning more.
Right, I know.
Yeah, so we're very excited. So they're going to come. There's a couple different dates when they're coming, but starting at the end of May,
Nice.
and then through June as well, and then they'll be with us through August. Some of them into September. And it's an equivalent. Usually, how I describe it is it's essentially like an all-pair type program.
Okay.
So there's a company that we work with,
Mhm.
and then we do some interviews. We hire these individuals, and
Nice.
they're with us for the whole summer. And then we have a whole slew of volunteers. So
Yeah,
people
yeah,
have been
yeah.
really, really generous with their time and talents, and
Yeah.
reaching out and saying, I play pickleball. I'd love to teach a pickleball clinic. Like
Yeah.
absolutely. Or
Wow.
I had somebody, I do needlepoint. I'd love to teach needlepoint. Amazing. Would love that. So
Yeah.
people have been really, really generous with their time and talents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, we can talk. Actually, we can talk golf because I did do for Tall Pines, and I have actually worked with children with disabilities before, so
Mhm.
yeah, we can talk about that down.
Yeah, I think that could be fun for your team
yeah,
bonding, all of
exactly.
that.
Yes. And as I always say, when anybody becomes rich and famous off of this,
10%.
I get 10%.
10%.
All right, well, let's talk about your whatever,
Yeah.
golfing career.
Right.
So you're relatively new to the game,
I am.
and
I am.
I because you and I know each other, but like I didn't know all that much about you, so I googled
Yeah.
LinkedIn, and you have a psychology major.
I do. Philosophy minor too, and
Philosophy.
theology technically. Yeah.
That's yes, yeah. She's a smart.
No, oh gosh.
Oh. So I was one class away from a psychology minor, as I told you that, and,
Right.
I didn't, because behavioral stats, which we talked about.
Is the no small feat.
Correct.
No
So I
small
decided not to take that and forego that. So I guess if I ever wanted to go back to college for those 2 classes, I could be a psychology minor. But anyway, so golf psychology, we talked about this. So the Dr. Bob Rotella, who is the guru of mental game of golf, has a couple quotes here. Golf. I'm reading about Rotella. A person with great dreams can achieve great things. So, what is your take then on the psychological aspect of this game? How taxing is it? More taxing, less taxing? What do you think?
I think coming into this, I didn't really think there was much of a mental aspect at all. So I think it's hard to say if it was more, if it was less. I don't think I was aware of it really at all. But
That's probably got you involved to begin with. Because if I said it was mentally taxing, you'd be like, yeah, that's not fun.
Right. So, we've had plenty of conversations about this with, how to approach a practice session, how to approach a half hour at the driving range.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
It's been a learning experience for me. It really has.
And I've told you several times, I never want you to hit another golf ball for the rest of your life. And when I say that to people, they're typically like, oh my God, he hates me. No. What do I mean by that?
Well, you don't want to whack it. You don't
Yeah.
want to send it into oblivion.
Yes.
The whole point is the swing, not necessarily.
Correct.
And you have to make contact with the ball, of course.
Well,
but
you know what? Initially speaking, as long as you're making a smooth swing, I don't really
Right.
care. I always think my dad's famous quote that I don't think he made it up himself, but dance like there's nobody watching. Like, golf is a rhythmic swing type motion. I'm not overly concerned with people hitting the ball right away, as long as they're making the athletic move and doing what they need to do. And like when I say I want you to hit a golf ball again, it basically means, we could teach Jojo the chimpanzee to hit a golf ball, but Jojo, God bless him, is not a highly evolved species. Now, Christina, very intelligent lady. Okay, so I don't want people to hit golf balls. I want them to practice. I would much rather see somebody hit 35 balls with attention and intention than to hit 100 balls in 30 minutes.
Right.
It's just you're hitting a ball at that point.
Right.
So that's what that's some of the stuff that we talk about. Now, this quote: by and large, people become what they think about themselves. So, what are your thoughts on that?
That's a doozy. That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what does that mean to you?
Well, I think we've talked about optimism versus pessimism and what that looks like.
Yeah.
Both, I think, personally and, within the game of golf, obviously,
Yeah.
that's what we talk about primarily. But I think, you know, like you were talking about, I'm just getting started with golf, so just learning the sport. So if I don't have high aspirations, or if I don't have the intention of really, you know, taking this anywhere,
Yep.
then where am I going to go with it?
Right.
What's the point? What's the
Well,
point?
yeah, you and I talk about this all the time. What's like? I don't get the point. Like, so we talked. I'm now doing music, right? By the way, July 19th, Valari's Lakeside Restaurant. I think it's 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Come see me and Dave Kudrak. Anyway, or if you happen to be in Towson, Maryland on May 3rd, come down and see me at Charles Village Pub. We just did some new music anyway. But anyway, point to this, I can now relate to Christina and my students much better because I didn't play music at all growing up.
Right.
And
This is new for you too.
New, yeah. So I started playing the guitar and I sit in my living room and I'm like, hey, I'm okay at this. I sound pretty good. That's a bad. And then I got in front of people, and wow, like I after butchering a couple songs badly, and feeling like I was a complete flop, I realized this is what my students must feel like.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, but it's true. So I like, okay, what do I always tell them? Like, you're gonna fail a lot more than you succeed.
Right.
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 And if you want to get somewhere in life, like you and I always talk about, if you want to get to this level here, you got to put yourself out there.
Right.
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 Because I think you feel the same way as I do. I don't want to get to the end of the ride and say, you know, I wish I did this or that.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
I think the greatest limitation of people is themselves. And yeah, so we said that positive thinking doesn't always work.
No. I mean, I think if to an extreme, right?
Yeah.
Right. If we were to come here and to be like, oh, I'm just having a great time whacking the ball. Well, you know, what is
Yeah.
that? What is that going to do? But if I come and say I'm a terrible golfer, I'll never get this. Is that going to really do anything anyway? So.
Right. But then I would say negative thinking does work because everybody I know who thinks negative, nothing ever good happens to them.
No, they get negative outcomes.
Yes, yeah, they get, because they just talk, they speak their into existence. So I always beat you up with, because she likes to self-deprecate, and I don't allow her to do that.
No.
No, because I don't do that. But my self-deprecation story, which Chris Casello, he's probably at Roberts or Tootsie's in Nashville right now performing. He's Carlin Carter's lead guitarist. He and I were sitting in an elevator one day, and you know, we know each other roughly. I mean, he knows me by sight, I know him by sight, and we talked a little bit here and there in the gym and whatnot. And he turned to me in an elevator and he goes, "You know what? I'm practicing my self-deprecation, but I really suck at it." I thought that was a great line. Right up my alley in terms of my sense of humor. But so you are working on being a better player.
Correct.
And, you know, we've broken that down into 3 primary areas, right? The mechanical,
Mhm.
which is important. Okay.
Sure.
The mental,
Mhm.
which is probably
The hardest.
the hardest, yes. And then the strategic, which is, you know, people don't ever think about that. Like, we did chipping last week, right?
We did.
And we talked about the breakdown in shots. If I were to tell you 65% of your shots are less than 100 yards, or 75% of your shots are less than 150 yards, like, where should you spend most of your time working?
On your short game.
You would think so. Okay, but how many times do we come to the range window and a guy goes, large bucket, and he's holding a driver and a 5-iron?
Right. Right.
Okay, like that is the equivalent of Jojo the chimpanzee.
Right.
Yes.
You
So
see
what-
very few irons out there.
Yes.
Very few irons.
Yes. So what's your favorite part of the game so far?
Oh man, I love a challenge,
Mhm.
and this is absolutely a challenge. And I think what's interesting, and we were talking about it in the second take of the
Of
the
3.
podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have.
This is not a trilogy, by the way.
Right. No, it really is. It really is. I think I've had to learn how to address the game of golf differently than any other sport
Yep.
I've ever played.
Yeah.
You know, I use the analogy of if I'm going to go for a run, okay, if I want to lower my quote unquote score or time on the run, right, I just push a little harder
Yep.
and, you know, you assume you'll get that outcome.
Yep.
That doesn't work in golf.
No.
It's like learning a new language,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You hear get angry at the ball, but that's not going to work. Or
No.
hit the ball a little harder. Well, that's not going to work.
No.
So you're almost learning for the first time how to conduct yourself in
Yeah.
front of the ball.
Yeah. But what the conversation you and I've had, right? It's and back to Dave Pell's stuff.
Mhm.
Rest in peace, Dave. the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
which is like so completely counterintuitive, but adrenaline goes to your hands. There's more nerve endings, tendons, and ligaments in your hands than anywhere else in your golf swing and your feet, but you got shoes on. So when you start getting upset, the first place it goes here. So when you start trying harder and harder, it just goes to hell in a handbasket.
Right. Right.
So yes, that's one of the things that you know. But so what's your favorite part of the game so far?
Oh man.
Besides the wonderful instruction you begin.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wonderful Coach Bob.
I pay her well to say that. Okay.
No. Man, I don't, I think I've really just enjoyed the process. I've enjoyed coming out. I have the short-term goals, I have some long-term goals, and I guess seeing the progress from, a year ago when I first started,
Yep.
almost a year ago at this
Yep.
point, I guess,
Yep.
to now.
Yeah.
Really,
I mean, when you hit the
really-
ball well, you hit it really well. Yeah.
Right.
I got you hitting a little bit of draw, which is nice. So we're just gonna work on the driver now.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on the driver.
But
No.
we're getting there. All right.
Yeah.
So we
But I
talked.
just enjoyed the process. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And one of the reasons you and I connect is I like working with people that want to get to the next level. Like I shouldn't say this. Actually, I'm going to anyway. So back when we had 7 instructors working for us, if somebody came into the pro shop and was pulling little Johnny by the hand, and, I need to get my kid golf instruction. I'm like, hey, how about one of my wonderful staff here? Like, yeah, I enjoy working with people that take this game seriously, that want to be better. It's gonna be fun now, right?
Well, it is fun, and this is the first time, really, that I've started or even just played a sport in general that isn't structured in the sense that it's not for school. It's not for, it's really for me and my enjoyment and where I'm going to take it from there.
Mm-hmm. Which I love. I always say about golf, and this will be the last story I promise I tell today, is I did 3 things growing up the most. I played football for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I wrestled for almost 4. And I played golf. Okay. Of those 3 sports, which 2 were the most similar?
Football and wrestling,
That's
by
what,
far.
but that's what everybody says. And you know what I'll tell you? Check this out, folks. The 2 that I think are most similar. Ready? Golf and wrestling.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are the 2 that no one would ever pick.
Correct. So why am I going that direction? Okay. So what other sports do you play?
I was a dancer growing up, like we had talked
Okay,
about.
well, yeah.
And then in high school, I did rowing. Oh, and I played soccer when I was younger too.
Okay, so let's go with soccer.
Okay.
Or any sport. Let's go basketball.
Okay.
All right. So if Christina's on the court and you're not having the best game, okay, do you still have the potential to win at that point?
Probably, yeah.
There's 4 other people on the court with you.
Right.
In football, there's 10 other guys on the field with you. So if you're having a bad day, you might still win. Baseball, there's 8 other guys out there with you. Okay. Golf and wrestling, they're just you out there on an island.
Just you. Yeah.
Sports, dance,
Right.
tennis, golf, wrestling. Those sports you have to be mentally tougher to play than any other sport, because when people are staring at you, right? You're like, it's what's called spotlight syndrome, psychology, right? So I always tell people that you have to be mentally tougher to play golf than you do, I don't know, football. Because I've had plenty of days where I played football where I was maybe overmatched or didn't play my best game, where we still won. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I always put a different slant on things. I don't think quite right. But anyway, or I think better than most. Who knows? But anyway, well, good. I love having you on the show, and we're going to have you back, and let's see if we can get some of the Rutgers guys
Yeah, that'd be great.
on with you. But yeah, so next time we have Christina back, she's going to be, well, I don't know if we're wearing a green jacket quite then yet. But,
Yeah, there might be another couple months.
But
from there.
you might play Aronimink coming up, right?
Hopefully, yeah. That's the plan for the summer.
So I told Christina she only wants to know 2 things. Remember what I told you? I don't know if you
No, I
Okay.
don't remember.
So when you go to Aronimink, you're going to be so good by that point, you're only going to know 2 things.
Okay.
Where's the first tee?
And what's the course
record?
record? Yeah. Yeah.
You remember? Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right, folks, if you like what we're doing, smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. Again, if you put I Love the Breakfast Ball, like Christina's family's looking to fight for that.
For that Starbucks gift
Yeah,
card.
exactly. And then merch. I think there's still merch on the website. But anyway, have a great week. Keep them straight, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
Glass of bourbon, ha ha. My bourbon, ha ha. My bourbon, ha ha. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with "I'll have a salad."